Okay, turning now to a look at the weather. It is the last week of summer, and Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino is here with a look at what to expect, including, Matt, I hear there's a brief warm-up on the way.
Yeah, Blair, there is for tomorrow, and really this last week of summer is going to be pretty spectacular around the Northwest. As Mount Hood is right now, as viewed from our camera in Vancouver at the Springs at the waterfront, we installed this camera a couple weeks ago, and really today is the first day we've had a really clear view of Mount Hood. The last couple of weeks we've had a lot of haze, wildfire smoke, then of course the rain yesterday, but today beautiful, even though there's not a lot of snow on it. Wait for it, a few weeks or so, and I'm sure we'll begin to see some white up there. 76 degrees in Vancouver and Portland right now, which is right about average for this time of the year. That's our high, or the average is 77, so we were right there. 80s were scattered. We had 81 in the Dalles, 85 in Medford for Oregon's hotspot, and 82 down in Brookings. But that 82 in Brookings, often an indication that the rest of Western Oregon is about to warm up. So while we're headed for the upper 80s, let's talk about 90-degree days. The average number of 90-degree days in Portland in a year is 15. This year, we made it up to 19. So above average by a bit. The average date of our last 90-degree day is September 6th. And we got a shot at it tomorrow, which would make it 10 days later. But keep in mind, this is an average. So if we do make 90 tomorrow, it's not all that out of the pocket that we would do it. So again, it's been a warm summer, but not as warm as it could have been. This is the first year in 5 years that we had fewer than 20 90-degree days. And several of the last years, we've had 24, 27, 28 90-degree days. So, you know, by that metric, we had a pretty cool summer. I wouldn't call it cool, but it wasn't too extremely hot for too long. Now, we've had 71 80-degree days, well above the average. And of course, the last couple weeks of August and early September, a lot of people complained about the humidity. It was a little more humid than normal, but that is now a thing of the past. In case you're wondering about our hottest day this year, it was 102 back on the 22nd of August. We only had 2 100-degree days this year. We had 3 more days where we hit 99, so we got close. But again, you know, all things considered, Blair, it wasn't that hot of a summer when you look at some of the metrics that I'm showing you here. So let's look at the almanac for today. Again, the high was 76 now. That'll be updated later, right about average. But the records are all still in the 90s. And tomorrow's record is 92. We'll be close. I don't think we get there, but I think somebody in the Willamette Valley will hit 90 tomorrow. I'll have to wait and see who that is. Now, the rainfall for the month. Most of that, all but 400ths of it, as a matter of fact, came yesterday. That was a good soaker on Sunday. And so we're close to average for our rainfall. Well, actually a little bit above average for the month to date. And since the water year began way back on October 1st of last year, we're about 1.3 inches below average. We have a little bit of time to catch it up the rest of the month, the next 15 days or so. So all in all, been a pretty good summer. And as I said, the forecast going forward for the rest of summer, which is our 7-day forecast, looks great. We're hot tomorrow at 88, but then right around 80 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's a slight chance of rain over the weekend, Saturday night or Sunday, but I'm not too impressed with the odds of that. And if we get any, it won't be much. And still around 80 as fall begins next Monday, Blair.
Okay, I love it. I love all that sunshine.
Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Thanks so much,
You
Matt.
bet.